This is a grant from the National Science Foundation, in particular from their Dynamics of Integrated Socio-Environmental Systems program. And this is a program that asks researchers to look at not just the social system, not just the environmental system, but to look at integrated socio-environmental systems. How do they interact? What are the dynamics between them? What are the feedbacks between them? This project is about transformation in our human and environmental systems and in the ways that they're linked together. Because we talk about transformation in all of these different ways, it's important to ask, what do we really mean by transformation? How is it different from other forms of change? I think we have an intuition about what transformation means, but from a scientific sense, we don't have a lot of tools to measure it, to observe it, to detect when we're seeing transformation or when we're just seeing other forms of change. And the reason we're interested in developing these tools is so that we can understand why we see transformation when we do, understand why we see good transformations or bad transformations, and then ultimately be able to explain transformation. When we understand why it happens, we might be able to design policies, design interventions that lead us towards good transformations. The project takes place in Mexico and focuses on sea cucumber fisheries. It uses sea cucumber fisheries as a case study to understand transformation. And the reason why these sea cucumber fisheries in Yucatan, Mexico are a particularly good case to look at transformation is because they recently collapsed a few years ago. Often when a system collapses, that's an opportunity to see, how will it change afterwards? Will it kind of recover and go back to doing kind of the same thing that it was before? Or will it transform into something new, whether that's a good thing, whether the sea cucumber remain super scarce and there's kind of changes in the ecosystem, or whether those sea cucumber recover but there's changes in the governance that allow them to be more sustainable moving forward. And so we're just kind of tracking these different ways of looking at change and transformation in small-scale fishing communities over the next 5 years. I think the other thing that's really exciting about the project is our team. We have collaborators from the National Autonomous University of Mexico, Carmen, Pedroza, and Jorge Lopez Rocha. Carmen is a social scientist and she focuses on fisheries value chains, illegal fishing, issues of gender in fisheries value chains. And then Jorge is a fisheries scientist. And so he's doing the job of kind of understanding how is the sea cucumber population and the ecosystem changing following this fisheries collapse. Ultimately, we hope to inform policy and action around pushing systems to transform and change in ways that we as a society desire.